So, I ended up restarting the game, and oh wait, sorry about my voice. I ended up restarting the game and doing this again. There's a comment. Hey, Ace. So, whatever I did in my last stream, I just you may see some things that are different because I did a lot of things that were different because I regretted them.
Miss Holcomb, I'm splendid. The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I think you may have the wrong idea about me. Uniform, what are you talking about? I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through. I understand. Your business is your own. Nonetheless, you are welcome in our little outpost. Outsiders are a rare sight in the Vale. If you are a freelancer, then I have use for you. There is pay to be earned, or supplies to tide you over, as you prefer.
What sort of help do you need? My ship needs repairs. You're pretty quick to trust me.
Trust, I have learned, is reciprocal. I offer my trust in good faith, and hope that you will do the same. There's an old botanical lab, mostly abandoned now, but still eating up power from our plant. Power which our cannery sorely needs. I need you to go to the geothermal plant and reroute power from the botanical lab over to us. Simple as that.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I don't think these people will kindly take losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness.
So,
People living in the botanical
Ace, how are you
labs,
doing?
They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Companions? Okay. So this is where I left off last time. Like I said, the reason I restarted is because after my last stream, I kind of played the game a little bit more and I made a terrible decision, so I'm replaying it again. But this time I'm gonna do something that's smarter.
Hey, Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Oh. What's so about this deserters? What's on the other side of it? Figures didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul. When you did seem pretty straightforward.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced.
Oh.
The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. Are they your friends or what? How do you... Are very fine people.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about.
Oh.
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright, well, let's go talk to this vicar guy. So there's a group of deserters that are outside of the town that the guy I just talked to, Thompson, wants back in.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
How do you know I'm an outsider? What sort of spiritual advice do you offer? Provided me wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do. How do you know I'm an outsider?
I've never seen you before. And there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here. Except for Ms. Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Let's get back on.
What would you like to discuss?
Like for a power regulator?
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the geothermal cutoff Adeline's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think? What do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
It sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you for your time. Just talk everybody into coming together. Okay.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that? I've been outside, I'm not impressed, and I can handle myself better than a vicar. No, the top one's better.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
I assume you'll want to burn it once you get your hands on it. Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book? But yeah.
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Contraband, only? Yes.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
Did I already find the book?
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
I found the book when I was wandering around earlier. You're overreacting a bit, don't you think? Seems more. This book seems a bit more important than you let on. One of these two choices.
There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
At least you still have your mission to work here to give your life a meaningful purpose. Why do you think the book held the secrets you were looking for? Does this have some kind of cosmic retribution? Why do you think the book held the secrets you're looking for?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
A vicar searching for banned books sets a bad example, doesn't it? You still have your mission to work here to give. This has some kind of cosmic retribution. I guess this one, because it'll make sense.
As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program.
I'm sorry about the slow-going dialogue here.
What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that,
I wish I could, like, skip it. I
secure
can't.
Transport.
So?
You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be a benefit. You need a ride. You need a ride out of town. I wouldn't mind a ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Not sure I'm in the market for hacking Brawling Vicar, maybe some other time. Okay, there we go. It's daylight, finally. So... the negotiator. I can give her stuff too. A 7 armor, 3, 5, 4, 8, 7, 4. Okay. Alright, let's go see if we can kill something. And I guess I need to upgrade my medical science. Okay. So let's actually go kill something. Again, I'm very sorry for the slow going dialogue. Like, I read it and have been trying to like skip it, but it won't let me skip anything, so we can try to go to this guy's side quest, something about a robot's uprising or something.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. Love the wind here.
And we're gonna go to, it looks like, so we could try to make our way to the whatever this is.
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Hang on a second, I'm not sure.
Take your time. You need help, just give a yell. Metaphorical yell. If you yell for reals, you're liable to spook them. Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Jeremy.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Woohoo, yay, don't you owe me something for the repairs? Why did you name the mechanical?
Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Actually, we repaired the robot. That's cool.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You
beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer. A weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts.
Oh.
Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
In a lavatory.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
So he hid an equalizer inside one of the stalls, I believe. And I have to go pick it up. It's very slow going. When it comes to the dialogue, I know. But I like the game so much. Not so much, but so far.
Something got you down?
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Alright, got a weapon. I mean, why would you hide it there? It doesn't make any sense. Who has a weapon in a bar behind a toilet? Like, who? Oh my gosh. Yawn. I never streamed this early in a day before. I usually stream like at night. I started like around like level 50. I broke my legs.
Bring us honor, soldier. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law.
Oh.
You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
So what's next?
Fun. This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
So,
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
logic module.
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're going to have to find an intact model somehow.
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. You keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
Nice. So what are you planning?
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
Edgewater is in the middle of nowhere. You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. Didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you. If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
So where are we going? We're gonna go to the, whatever. Oh, the plant. Everybody's saying go to the geothermal plant. Like, come on, guys. Find a power regulator. Man, I just hate having to go back in town and back out again and for these quests. And why can't the doors just like stay open and not have the loading screens, you know? It's just like I don't know. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go kill something, and it's like, go back into town. I'm like, well. It's okay though. I don't mind stretching. No, I don't want to go talk to him again. I'm just gonna go to the plant. Let me guess, oh, actually it's over here. Gotta be joking me, I gotta go back outside the town. So, I switched the missions to, so I could do something else, but now I gotta go back out of town. It's kinda boring, I'm sorry. It'll get faster later, I know, The loading screens will stop. So where am I going? Okay. Let's travel. Let's see. Is there any enemies? Oh, yep, there is. Right here. Now we actually killed some people.
Huh? Gonna find you!
I killed them. I'll take that light machine gun. And all their other goodies. Better to get these guys. Those marauders?
Something there.
We got this!
Companion perks. Your companion has leveled up and can be granted a new perk. Go to the companion page in your ledger. There we go. Now we got some action. So I'm gonna switch out my inventory. I'm gonna, instead of this hunting rifle, I'm gonna put in a light machine gun. And instead of this, I'm gonna put in this assault rifle. Now we're actually getting the action in. All these are.
Heads down.
Alright, let's kill these guys. Oh, that's my companion.
That's the last of them.
Let's see what we have to get right here. It's saying that there's something on the other side of this wall, but what is it? Cache of medicine. Ring? Let's see. Question is, how do I get down there? Look at this guy. They're both hostiles, right?
All together. We made it.
Nice. Pure water. How do I get in this room? First, optional first aid room key? So I need a room key to get in there? Wherever that may be. First aid room key, first aid room key. Bag of bread. Weapon parts. Adrenaline. That's going outside. Where's this room key? There's a vending machine. There was a first aid room key. It says I can hack. Got it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream right here. Thank you all for watching. If you did, I had some people come in and out, so I'll see you guys on the next one.